Okay. Your eyes. Your eyes, when I look into your eyes, a coming catastrophe of earth and undiluted size. Don't you feel that your eyes sometimes see so much light wounding and slipping its end right there? Where thoughts turn into a firmament of incendiary impulses and electric fusion, atomic embrace of kiss and intense trembling, too unstable for our age of machine cathedrals, crackling, splitting, and spitting into each other's mouths so slowly, a single second, an infinite pause of relentless creation. Our entwined bodies so perversely embryonic, like a softly bristling olive branch, smeared in a drunk goddess's prayer, bled from her lips, each unholy drop of viscous ferment sizzling into ashes of our perpetual unbecoming, even as we lick each other's secret nucleus with hellish energy and momentously mesmerized lilt of our obscenely squeezed thighs, breasts, and asses. This agony of release your tongue draws from me as if my body were an incantation of mystery, undying phoenixes in a second, third, and endless comings, suffusing your mouth and tracing the geological layers of our sweltering flesh in a translucent motion. Elemental quivers in the soil of your seismic heart and mind, how we endlessly crisscross and addictively erase the erotically well-defined borders of this nakedly dangerous terrain, again and again with our hands and lips on all fours, panting and perspiring profusely, blind geographers, lost in the labyrinths of nuclear fire without exit. Last one. This is called Geographer's Dream. Once in a dream, I drew the geography of your nakedness, my lips saturated with a fragrance of almond and lemon. I drew the estuaries and riverbeds in firm and robust red, slowly tracing your thighs with a paintbrush, dipped in longitudes of size and latitudes of desires. The wild, iridescent blue of your oceanic eyes penetrated deeply into me, like finely pressed fire of pure, crystalline wine, the flight of my hands crossing your soft, untarnished equator. In my feverish intoxication, I tasted the ghostly undulating waves of your hair, my fingers tangled and lost in the dark forest of your night. Your body yielded light, honey, and infinity as I melted into the origins of your time, before ice, creation, and gods of tribes and cities. The new bioarchitecture of your hips held memories and secrets of silence. Silence is shapeless and true as the limitless energy of zero. And as your gasp and ache shattered my dream, I now find only the charred remains of my map, a utopia in ruins, curled in the smoke of a visible apocalypse, and underneath your singed eyelashes and skeletal leprous hand, which I tightly grasp like the last note of an unfinished lacrimosa. I see the sterile expanse of a firebomb desert in your eyes, almost blind, bleeding like the stains of colorless groan on a torturer's table. I caress your face, once beatific and indistinguishable from sky, now deforested with rage and sacrilege of cancers unbound by the tropics. Even as a freshly cut scar on your cheek burns my fingers in search of purpose and prophecy, and this and other stigmata that now borderline your body like the signatures of countless empires. I desire you still, desire you more than ever before, as I gently touch the varicose veins tattooed on your skin by machines and chemicals. Listen to the broken rhythm of your breath, needled with pockmarks of cement and nitroglycerin, and stare at your ashen, sallow face, blistered and emaciated under the rain of harsh acid. As the gnarled trunks of your body shrivel and slip, I'll pluck the trembling wings of asthmatic birds swirling in your eyes, inflame their syllables in the ashes of your milk, in my blood, and write on your skin the hieroglyphics of planetary motion, and daubs of quartz and leaves, petals and emeralds, waiting for a revolution that will turn your gaseous, and shivers into a prayer, your bruised and putrefying lips into aboriginal songs of resurrection, and both of our bodies into a seamless cartography of silence and terrestrial kisses.
That's a great honor. The next poet on the list is Chris Ilse. Did you get it right this week? Yeah. You got it right. I haven't written anything poetry-wise in a long time, so I kind of went through all my old stuff. And they're all pretty shitty, so I chose the least shitty of the mix. And this is the winner. It's called What's Tomorrow? The oxymorons of hypocritical human perception have painted images of this age of the ideal, the unreal, the impossible sabotage to be possible and venerated, to brainwash the innocence, the poor clay pieces of our youth today, who whine and moan and cannot see reality through the lingering, stinging frost of their gloom. So they need a new statement, a new reason, a new look, a new style. Because they're too doped up and too deranged to find the originality of their generation. Here we have it now, at last. The perfect time and place to gain the freedom to love, to have love, to be loved, to keep love, to make love and be heard. Yet we cower in our blankets, at our desks, in our minds, punching out words of meaningless keys, growing bloated with the ugly spirit of our hypocrisy, moaning and growing over the inability to act, like why, oh why won't anyone do something about this madness? And we cry and we cry and we beg for a voice, but we sit here, and we sit and we still wonder why. Nothing's happened here, there, or anywhere. Why the world's still drowning in its own bullshit and suffocating from the over-application of unnatural glamour that we can never satisfy anyway. So we're crazy, they say. We're crazy. Do you hear? We're a generation of lunacy, of brainwashed bitches and rebellious assholes who too damn stoned to bother rebelling, mellowed by their unlimited narcotics so they haven't a conscience anymore. No care for their uninsured health, for anyone or anything else. No care for sadistic pigs who sit back and watch our melodrama on television, with their eyes and cheeks and lips all twisted in a sick, gleeful grin as they shovel themselves full of crap and laugh, callous laughs at the real world, which is frail and ashen with a nearing downfall, needing sympathy, needing attention, just some care, but continues to die from this persistent indifference. But who, with a well mind, has the time to care for her anymore? With all this fucking nonsense about Cooper Union, Juilliard, Harvard, what prick thought up that ship anyway? I'd like to know, because all anyone can care about anymore is getting there. Being good, being the best, beating the rest, placing fucking numbers on our persons and letting corporate suits stamp failure on our foreheads that are worth so little. Because the numbers that mean nothing to reality, truth, existence, being, our essence, but mean a whole damn lot for our future. It's a sad world in which a measly number can reduce an innocent child to a state of complete devastation and depression and hopelessness. And so it's a sad world, because it's the world. A world of fucking numbers and endless assignments that have young minds chasing invisible answers, ruling their brains into a fine pulp so they can think no more, and straining their already sore limbs so they're wiped out but still unfinished, never finished with their ceaseless, sleepless weeks. Pushing through all it with no rest or recess is a sad fucking world. A child has no time to play, no time to sleep, no time to be a child. He's forced to grow up too fast, beat down at any display of views, disregarded at any sign of maturity, never taken seriously until he's old and worn out by his overworked years, and then he's scolded for his rapid aging, and he regrets, and we all regret. We are doomed to these overwhelming regrets until we shrivel up from the inevitable parasites of degrading influences. That day arrives too soon for us, so young, so hungry to live in a world encouraging us to stay young, but grow up or fail, and it hurts. God, it hurts. Fuck. I can feel them all, see them all, feel their tears and their streaming angst, and it's overwhelming. God damn it, it's flooding the whole New York City, washing up the high prices and low spirits in its extraordinary current. The age is plagued with a proud tragedy of emotion, and so it becomes a wild thing to be fought, an enemy of the world to be suppressed, shot down or reasoned with, but never accepted. No, we can never be accepted. We're an oxymoron as a people, a collective of hypocritical, self-hating morons, and we can never be accepted, not until we accept our own rejections. Come to terms with it all and expel our pitiful fears that we've stalled for our own possibilities, for a transcendental explosion of understanding and reason, which could truly be tomorrow, or for now can never be tomorrow. We're too fucking lazy to change the calendar.